What's up, guys? We are showcasing 3 decks that, I don't know, I wanted to show Katakuri. I have Doflamingo made, and then I also made Purple Luffy. These decks, I think, this is the best deck I think people are going to be playing. This is the deck people are going to be playing for fun. If they like yellow, and then Purple Luffy is a wild card. I think it's really strong. So, we're going to show off Katakuri first, and then we're going to show off Doflamingo, and then Luffy. Sick. So, first off, we have Katakuri. Same old, the one Dawn, attach, look at top life, look at your opponent's real life and gain 1,000 power. Realistically, this deck hasn't changed from the last time I made the video, but for 8.5, we added the 4 cards, so I'm just doing a quick one. So Katakuri, pretty sick. We also have the standard 4 pudding, literally searcher, adds any Big Mom Pirate cards. Like, she's good. Literally standard. We play 4 Nami. Literally, this is the same video. 4 Nami. Banish 1. So with 3 Dawn, you can banish with your leader. Look at their life. We play 4 Paris Sparrows. This is a trigger body. Pretty good, pretty strong. Looks pretty on KO. Looks for a Big Mom Pirate card. And then the new addition to this is the 2K counter Brule. This card is a 2K counter, but the trigger is like insane. Allows you to look at the top of your opponent's life, move to the top or bottom, and you can add this card to your hand. So essentially the trigger and then adding this to your hand is like free 2K, right? So, broken. I'm going to be playing this in Vegapunk. Helps a lot for the Sarv angle. Maybe I know, maybe. There's no space. Oh, I'm missing a goal. Next off is 4 Capone, 2K counter, but the trigger essentially makes this like infinite counter. Best card in the game. Legit just broken. Then we have more triggers. Kikunojo, when your opponent has 3 or less life, you can summon this card out, and then if it's KO'd, you can heal 1. So this card just 4/6 power, super annoying, super like just powerful. Yeah, for Gadatsu, legit, just very simple. KO whatever is equal to a life, pretty strong. Then we have 4 Onami. So this card essentially discards all the dead cards in your hand, and then you can cycle through and just draw more cards when you have less cards in hand. We also play 4 Satori, 2K counter, and then the trigger just for a body for the aggression. We also play 4 7 Moms. Pretty good. She's standard, literally. You're just playing aggressive. They have to heal you or lose life. 10 Moms, broken card, everyone knows. Heal 1, trash 1. Oh, the trash is optional, so versus Black Yellow Luffy, you don't have to. Also, 2 Thunderbolts and 4 0 cost events. Very standard. This deck doesn't really change. I would play this if you want to just have fun and just face the place. Other than that, nothing crazy. Alright, onto the other deck. Alright, best deck in format, Doflamingo. With this leader, essentially with 2 Dawn, if you don't know, you can attach 2 Dawn to it and then pay 1 Dawn. So you swing 7, pay 1 Dawn, you can reveal the top card of your deck. There's the 7 Warlords, summon a 4 cost less with it, rested. This guy is pretty good, and essentially why? Because you play 4 Perona, which essentially lets you stack the top of your deck. Very standard. You always kind of want to start with this card to help you go first. Yeah, so. And in addition to another 1 cost we play 4 Sengoku. This card lets you look for any Warlords, and most of your deck is 7 Warlords of the Sea. But this essentially helps you look for Jinbei, because Jinbei is your best card in your deck. You spam the board, super flood it. So if you have a chance to add a Jinbei, combo offer if you know you can get a Jinbei. So you might be able to search and then Perona, view in second. Pretty good. We also play another. This is from the new starter deck. These are the Buggies. 2K counter, and also you can look at the top 3 cards and rearrange them in any order. So pretty good. And also you're not afraid of playing 2K counters this card anymore because there's another card on the starter deck that allows you to bounce it back to your hand if you need to. So there's that. Onto some of the new cards. We play 3 of these Marshall D. Teach. Once per turn, you can put 1 card from your hand to the top of your deck, and then give 2 Rested Dawn to your leader or character for the turn. And essentially, this card lets you stack the top of your life if you need to for the Doflamingo ability. So pretty good to set up plays. If you were to cut something, you'd probably cut this card, but it's pretty good. Onto the 4-drops. This the deck is mostly 4-drops. 2 pudding. Everyone knows what pudding does. Really strong. You only play 2 because the deck isn't about pudding, but if you get there, you get there. And onto this card in the deck for Jinbei. Plays a 7 Warlord of the Sea, 4 cost or less from your hand. So you play Jinbei, literally this is what the deck's about. And with Jinbei, you want to play the Weevil, so you draw a card. Very standard combo. Play Jinbei, play Weevil. Then we play 4 of these Gecko Morias to essentially recycle any 2Ks, any cards you need. Just a really good card. You also, honestly, it's literally a situation, whatever you need, and that's 4 or less. Then we play the 2K counters. Mihawks. This also got reprinted in the starter decks. I think you just play it. Sometimes you need to cycle through, your hands are bad, but just a 2K counter. Pretty good. And then you also play another 2K within these crocodiles. So summon it, pay 1 die, you can bounce it 2 cost or less back to the hand. But if not, you're essentially just, here's a 4/5 2K. And you can add it back to the Gecko Moria. So next, we are playing this new Boa Hancock. She's a 4-drop blocker. And then on play, you can look at the top 3 cards and rearrange them in any order and give 1 Rested Dawn to your leader. That is 7 Warlords of the Sea, or a character card. This card will literally help you look at the top of your life, and also because it's a blocker, and also the attaching the Dawn, it comes up. It helps you do different crazy things. So that's that. And then we also play the new 4-drop Law. On play, you may return 1 character to the owner, one of your characters to the owner's hand, So you bounce your 2K counter or your Perona, and then you can bounce a 4 cost or less back to the hand. So you essentially just bounce your opponent's 4 cost. So in the mirror match, you can bounce their Weevils or bounce their Boas or anything that just helps them just be annoying. So then we also play 2 Jozu. You can bounce any card back to your hand and then return opponent's 6 or less. Essentially, it's really good in Black-Yellow-Luffy, making him play stuff out. Also, it's good to if you already played a pudding, you can essentially recycle the pudding back to your hand or anything you need. So any low costs. And then the last 2 events we play, it's very simple. Gravity Raging Tiger. People are going to be playing this more versus because of Doflamingo. So in the mirror match, you want to just be able to clear 2 bodies, so you're not put too far behind. So, and then you also play 1 Perfume Firmer. This card, literally, I've seen so many people win games because of this card. So just literally Diablo Janbei for any 7 Warlords of the Sea. They can't activate blockers. So versus Black-Yellow-Luffy, they have 0 life. You just go for it. Yeah, that's the Doflamingo deck. And then on to Luffy. So with Luffy, pretty sick art. I don't like this art. I prefer the OP-05 one. And then if you add, so what he does is you may add the top card of your life to your hand, and if you have 0 or 3 or more Dawn, you may ramp 1. So when it's active. So pretty good. See, I honestly like this art better. Ooh. Honestly, I'm gonna go for the 2Ks first. I didn't have an order. I literally made everything. We just play 2Ks. For Nosuke, and if you have 8 or more Dawn, this card gains Rush with 1 Dawn attached, so it's not just a 2K. Then we also play the new 2K, essentially, if you have 8 or more Dawn, you may rest one of your opponent's character with a 5 cost or less. So versus like Black Yellow Luffy, you can rest their Sabo blocker, and it's a 2K, so comes up. Then on to random ramp cards that I have in here. So we have 2 Bond Clay. Play this on, you're at 3 Dawn, you ramp 1, play this, ramp another one. Pretty good, and if they have big bodies, this just copies the attack. Very standard. And Purple Luffy, you know, Poly. Summon this for 5, pay 2 Dawn. You can add 1 Dawn as active, and then if you have 8 or more Dawn, you may KO your opponent's 4 cost or less. So you're ramping up all the time. And when you're at 7, ramp 1, get to 8, pop something. This deck has a lot of 0 cost counters, but there's cards that help you like cycle through. Or no counter, so cards that help you cycle through. We play 3 Magellan, Dawn -1. Your opponent loses 1 Dawn from the deck, and if this gets KO'd, they lose 2 Dawn. So versus like Lucci, this card is just so annoying, so super sticky. Like they can't clear it. If they do, they just like lose Dawn, like 2 Dawn for the turn. And honestly, like pretty standard. But we're playing a new like a Wano like Straw Hat package, so this card's just here, just comes up. Onto our blockers. 4-drop Law, hand rip, broken. Literally, your opponent has 7 more cards in hand, they trash 2. So, pretty good blocker. Another blocker we play, very standard. Queen, literally cycles through dig cards in your hand, helps you dig, draw 2, trash 1. Pretty good, pretty strong. Like I said, even though this deck has a lot of no counter, having the Queen and there's another card we play later, helps you just cycle through. I'm kind of tired, so I'm just like speed running this deck video. But one of the best cards in the deck. In purple, you always know Captain Kid. When you Dawn minus a Dawn once per turn, you add it back. Like free, dude, free Dawn, free infinite loot. Play this, play Magellan, you get a free Dawn up. Wow, crazy. Then you also play 4 Sanjis, 2K counter, and then if you have less Dawn than your opponent, this becomes a 3 cost. Kind of comes up for a blocker when you need to, but it's a 2K counter most of the time. And then your boss monster, everyone knows about the Kaido, Dawn -5, KO 6 or less, gets rush. Super sticky, like there are a lot of decks that can't really out this card, so it's really annoying. And then because you have a lot of 0 cost events, or no counter, you have 3 0 cost events. Trash a card from your hand and give something plus 3,000 power. Really good. Standard, honestly. Okay, on to the new cards. You play 4 of the 7-drop Luffy Taro. On play Dawn -1, you may play a Straw Hat card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. This essentially gives me the vibe of like the green Luffy, the blocker that plays like it plays like a 4 or less, and then you play a Brook, and the Brook plays like a 3 or less. So it's pretty good. Just remember Dawn -1. And then we also play this new Zoro Searcher. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Add a purple Straw Hat card. Add it to your hand. So 4/6, no counter, but like if you go first and you're on 3, you just take a life or something. This like now you have so much pressure just off the Zoro 4/6. And then with this Luffy, you can put this Luffy into the Zoro. It's pretty good. So, and then we also play 2 Nami. She's a blocker, and then on play, if you have 8 or more Dawn, just trash 1 card from your hand, draw 2. Just know that you have to have 8 Dawn, and a lot of people will forget that. Say you get to like 7 Dawn with this Luffy Taro, and then you summon it, play this, you won't get the Dawn because you're less. It needs to be at 8 for the effect. And then the last card, which is pretty good, this Sanguro. Literally, you can play this off the Luffy, and then whenever you have 8 or more Dawn, you just draw a free card. So that's the deck profile. Just know that all these decks are changing. Nothing is set in stone. Your locals may be different. You play different tech cards if you want to. People play like that sheep card, that rests the blocker. like I said, this is just for you to use. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys have fun at 8.5. I'll probably make more videos. I essentially got these 3 starter decks. But yeah, enjoy.